never gave up. Yeah, the friend who will always.
You did not. So Skylar was really worried about doing this, and then like just broke out and wrote a great poem. Skylar, which way do you want to send it?
We don't know.
Are you taking your turn? It's Fernando's turn.
Sit back.
Everybody knows now.
I don't know, I saw it.
We still have people. We have
You guys will stay in our moment, okay?
We have like 4 people still coming this way. Remember Miss Beck, the roaster, the jokester. Miss Beck, the teacher who needs to be in the home. Remember Miss Beck, who always had the best gift in the world. Like going on a good right. Like open pen. Like most of all, remember Miss Beck, who had us challenge ourselves to writing. And how we went from I can't do that. That was pretty. And has us earned parties like pizza, schmoozes. Remember Miss Beck having all those circles, having us let out what we've been hiding in ourselves for all our lives. All those poems and all those assemblies and helping us when we were down.
That was good.
Clap for that one.
We appreciate it, don't we? Because I can't only have experienced that one time in my life. It's totally unfair that I have to do that.
Your turn, Miss Beck.
You do know him. That's what I say.
Okay, so you guys, I have 2. And what I'd like to do is first do the one that I wrote for my person whose name I drew, and then I wrote one for all of you as a class, and I like to do that second. Is that okay? Okay. So, remember her. Do it. No question, because she is amazing. It's emotional. A star soaring on an unexpected trajectory. And she's the last to realize her own brilliance. So remember her, fighting her fears, battling her demons, supporting her friends, even when she could use support herself. And remind her, this brilliant writer, graceful dancer, gifted artist, this warrior against depression, remind her that she is all those things. And that she is brave and strong and whole. Remind her when you remember Kila. My other classes, and they were like, "There's some really big words in there. I don't know if they're gonna get it." And I'm just gonna hope that you can. And if there are vocab words that you don't get, yeah. This is how old people write. Okay. When I remember you, and don't kid yourself for a second, because you know I will, and not just at the convenient times, but awkwardly and with great fondness. Yes, when I remember you, it will be an amalgam, which is nice, of both the most touching moments, those where you inspired me with your courage and surprised me with your brilliance, dazzling bright, erupting from notebooks, closed faces splitting open and disgorging sorrows, suffering, loss from behind a veneer of disaffected youth. A flash flood of emotion completely unexpected. And triumphant. Always, in the end, I will remember you triumphant, despite your pain and the injustices dealt you by a hardened world. Then, in these moments of reverie, of sweet, heartwarming contemplation, I'll recall how a moment before, and yes, mere moments after, you were the very ones who pushed me to the limit, the very brink of my patience, and then poked me over it. One of my sweet Lord above, please. Where's the end of that? I know.
I like that.
The words. Did you like, okay, so, I don't know. Then the end of it is gone. Which is really unfortunate.
Disappeared.
But, no, I don't know what, but basically, anyways. I will always remember you guys. You are so special to me. And you inspire me all the time. And there are 2 more things I'm going to say. So, I feel like I will never be able to give as much to a class again as I have been able to give to you. Because after this year, there's gonna be somebody else's kid. Like, for my whole life as a teacher, other people's kids have been my number one. And you guys were the last class that got to be my number one. Because after this, I'm gonna have my own kid, and she's gonna be my number one. And I'll still love my students, but I'll never love anyone like her. So, I got each one of you one of these, so you'll know that you're always in my heart. It's a little heart. So, I want you to choose, like, whichever color that you want. And just know it's very You're welcome.
Nice one, Merritt.
If you don't, if you ever get what you want.
Matthew,
Yeah, just take one.
you like that one or she's putting more out?
So who's reading?
I just want to make sure you got.
Who's reading next? Is it Kalani reading next?
Did you get one, Nathaniel? Okay. Did everybody get one?
Yeah. You got another one?
That's true. We should put it away and just use that one. Is still this one. Morgan. Thank you.
Put them back.
Yep. I'm sorry. I know. Listening to people cry is really exhausting. So it's Tyler's turn, and then it's gonna be Dia's turn, and then we'll do Matt, and then Pablo, and then Jalen. Okay. So, folks, we each have our own like heart. But what I'm gonna invite you to do is to just we really are still only gonna have one talking piece, and that's this one, and it's gonna go around. So I'm gonna give it right now to Tyler, and then it's your turn.
I got two. Alright. What'd you do? Alright. Maybe if you put all the one Morgan got in
We're talking.
Remember me, that one kid that could never take anything serious, or that kid that tried to make people laugh, or that kid that was there for everyone, or that kid that people could trust, and that kid that cared for everyone. And so that I have to say, remember me.
Thank you, Tyler. Would you pass the talking piece to Dia, please? Awesome. Sounds great, Max.
I don't know why I put it in my pocket.
Okay, folks, Dia's turn. Y'all, please remember when we're in the circle, we need to honor our protocols. And the protocol we're using right now is that talking piece, and Dia has it.
This is me, the overprotective girl with a heart full of courage. This is me, the dancer that dances like no one is watching. This is me, the strong, passionate woman I am. This is me, Crystal Simpkins.
Yeah, of course it was Crystal. That was lovely.
Sorry.
All right, everybody, it's Max's turn.
Let's go.
No school, sleeping in, staying up late, no homework, swimming, free time, fun time, berry picking, 4th of July, camping, hanging out with friends, barbecue, bonfires, s'mores, the beach, watching too much TV, road trips. Those are some things I love about summer. Sweat, stink, too hot, warm water, headaches, middle of the summer, bored of not seeing friends enough, nothing good on TV, living too far from the beach, having too many chores, end of summer stress, school shopping, the last day of summer, and those are some of the things I hate.
All right, let's bounce it over to Pablo.
If I don't get it right, I'll read it back at the school. Try to get it off.
Okay, thank you, Pablo.
Remember me as the person who always has a smile. Remember me as the person who always is there to have your back. Remember me as the person who is always there for you. Remember me as an emotional person. The one who wasn't afraid to try. Remember me as a beach ball kid.
All right, Jalen. Oh, I got you.
I got you.
Step on up. Why are you? I got you. Why are you standing behind everyone that reads? I got you. Come on into the circle. Hey, let's just mind our own self. Are you ready, Andrew?
No,
What?
you
No,
just
just
have
move
to
into the
just
circle.
hold
It's
down.
your turn.
You did?
Where's your phone? Hey,
She doesn't have it.
gentlemen, step on them.
She doesn't have it.
You don't have yours? Okay.
Bro, don't say that.
Remember her by a girl who loves hitting people, a girl who loves all her friends no matter what. A girl who didn't care what people thought about her. I'm happy I have a friend like you. And I think all your friends are lucky that they have a friend like you. Alexis.
No one's supposed to hold your hand like candy.
You know what? We're gonna have Kira go with them all done. So folks, lean into it. We need to be tight.
Not literally, Tyler.
Yes, figuratively. Kiara, take it away.
Remember me as the girl that you knew. The girl that was always happy. Not the girl that has so many problems. Problems that are all hers. Remember me as the girl that always wanted to make people happy. That doesn't care if she is falling apart. She will make sure that her friends are okay. To make sure that none of them are going to cry. Remember me as you want. Remember me as a friend, as an enemy, or just someone that you see in the hall or in class. On the field or on the court. Remember me as just a girl. I don't care.
All right, Marley, it's your show, girl.
Oh my God, they're all. Remember me as the joy-filled girl filling the school hallways with laughter. Remember me making mistakes, fixing and repairing them. Remember me sharing my poems, saying words I never dreamed I would say. Remember me sharing my work with school, family, and friends. Remember me as the foolish little girl talking back to my parents and teachers. Remember me as a runner, sweating and working hard. Remember me as struggles, pushing through and finishing them. Remember me as who I am, not who you wish I was.
Not who you wish I was.
Yeah.
Love it. Marley, all right, y'all, it's Sky's turn. Let's keep. Yo, can I tell you something that I know? Sometimes after you've done your poem, particularly if you're nervous, you have this little burst of adrenaline, and then you're all like kind of jittery and chattery, right? Or you've heard the one about you, and you're like, oh Lord, it was good. Now I can relax. Everybody else is still in that moment, and we need to maintain that like kind of precious space. So just take a breath and breathe into it. Because we got this. Sky, step on up. I'm sorry, hold on. So right now, it is the Sky Roberts show. And whatever this is, and Lord knows I don't want to know what it is, it ends now. Sky, sorry, would you try it one more time?
And I also just want to give you guys a time check because we are committed to being at the park until this activity is done.
true.
So the less time that we have in between people, if we can just keep going, then we can wrap it up as a whole class because we do want to get you guys back to school for the dance on time. It's 1 o'clock. We said we wanted to be done at the park, walking back at 1:15, okay? So that means you guys can manage yourselves. We can hear everyone in 15 minutes and get you back on time. Go.
Remember the girl who always makes you proud. Remember the shy girl. Remember the girl who will never give up on herself. Remember the girl that is caring. Remember the girl that sneaks up on her hands. That's fearing.
Thank you, Sky.
So beautiful.
All right, Keelani, that's your turn. What, you didn't finish yours? You started there, right? Okay. Ariasha? Okay, so anyways, it's your turn and we can't wait to hear it. Will you give her the talking piece, please?
Aria's such a good writer.
Yep, we love you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's give her some love, y'all. She needs it.
Got this.
What? Hey, it's Ariana's turn now.
Me when I'm gone. Remember me when you see me later. Remember me when I never gave up and kept trying. Remember me when we had our ups and downs. Remember me when we had our memories and jokes. Remember that girl who cried all the time but got cheered up when she seen all her supportive friends. Anyways, thank you and just remember me.
Well, I'll say you had a poem. All right. Thank you very much. Morgan, it's your turn. Mine's at school.
No,
Matthew.
Why don't you just read Sky? She
Sure,
copied
go
you.
ahead. I'll forget. Go ahead.
Jalen, I remember you always, and although I don't know you very well, you have left a good impression on me. To me, you have always been nice, respectful, and friendly. Always a good friend to those close to you. You are trustworthy and kind. Someone's secrets can be told to you. You have a good sense of humor. I'll remember.
Hey, guys, let's just keep.
I think I hear a dinosaur.
I'm sorry. Crystal, did you want to go next? So, folks, it's Crystal's turn.
Remember him because he was the one who needed to fix things. Remember him because he won't miss someone. Remember him by his flaws, his perfections, and imperfections. Remember him as the short kid with the big heart. Remember when his nickname was Elmo? Remember those laughs? Remember his crazy, hilarious, and cool personality. Remember Fernando.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, Alaska.
Where's the top two?
Sharice's coming around.
When he's gone, remember him as a good friend. Remember him as the person who is always there. Who is always there. She will and is who. Remember him as the person who is always there for you. Remember him coming to school with style. Remember him with a creative mind. Remember him always having a smile on his face, even on his worst days. Remember him always being active and playing sports. Remember him coming to school with his positive and funny attitude. Remember him as
Yo, if I can make a suggestion, if you have the paper poem and you want to give it to the person you wrote it about, like, I mean, no, you don't have to, but it's just, it's a nice gesture. And if you wrote it on Google Doc and you want to share it with the person you wrote it about, it could be a really kind gesture. Missy.
Oh, is that my yearbook?
Yeah, it is actually. Also, all right, folks, it's Missy's turn. I feel like we're on track. Let's keep it there.
Remember me. Remember how I wasn't afraid to be myself. Remember all the times we got along. Remember how I turned my mistakes into lessons to learn from them.
Thank you, Mary.
Remember you as a size of my ear. Remember you from a corner of my eye. Remember the secret that you keep inside. Remember the place where you belong. Yes, that's me. Remember this name and what I've done to never forget.
Thank you, Mary. That was lovely.
Right. Well, no, he's application for something. Whoops. Nope.
Do you need a sec tea?
Wait, I got that. Wait, no.
You got it.
I don't know where things are. This is so hard. I know where it is.
Jeez.
You know what, T, if you want to take a second, fine, and we can have somebody else, or are you good?
She's just opening the document.
It's hard to do this.
You did it though.
I know.
Good job.
Can you see it?
She constantly feared of the day when the walls around her would cave in on her. So she covered them with poetry and paint to prevent her fears from coming true to see, until the walls started to become a work of art. But even then, she could not settle. She decided to expose her fear onto a blank sheet of paper and sealed it tight with expensive black ink until it became something even more beautiful than the wall she had spent so long adorning. So when the walls finally caved in, there would be something to remember her by.
That is
Yeah, I know.
all right. Hey, Lynn.
Do you remember the guy that disappears in an instant? The guy that has a strange sense of humor, but will always manage to make people laugh? He's the guy that would and could make bros in a lifetime. The guy that had dyed his hair to a striking yellow. Is he pretty creative, fellow? Do you remember the guy that shows his phone of some crazy memes you may not know? He's the goofball that grins at each of his remarks. The guy who lights the mood with a dazzling spark. The guy that makes us wonder, where could he be? Wait, where could he have gone? We ponder. But then again, we see that this is Matt.
Thank you. And then Kiara, have we heard from her? Okay, what about Anthony?
You should take the jacket off.
Do you remember? Where is it?